So you're coming to Omaha, Nebraska, and you want to make sure you don't feel like a tourist. What are 20 things that you need to know to make you feel like a local? That's what I'm going to give you answers for today. Okay, if you haven't heard my story yet, I have moved over 30 times in my life. Lots of different states, East Coast, West Coast, overseas, military brat. So now that we have finally settled in Omaha, Nebraska, thanks to my better half, I thought it would be helpful to know some of the lingo and some of the things that you'll hear talked about pretty often, and you won't want to ask, what are you talking about? What is that? Who's that person? And you don't want to be left in the dark. We're going to talk through places, food terms, and general terms. Places: the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium. Don't forget the aquarium. Omahans love talking about the zoo. The zoo is like the highlight. It's like #1 in the world. You'll hear most often, depends on what website you're looking at. But it is amazing. Like, I love it. We have 4 kids and they love it. And like, you need a family pass there. Just get one and go. Lake McConaughy. I'm an East Coaster. That's where I hail from, despite all the moving. And you can't really say that you've gone to the beach, but Lake McConaughy is probably the closest pass if you want to talk about going to a beach. Man-made beaches, they add the sand, but there are actually places where you can go at Lake McConaughy that you can see the bottom. It's not just lots of green and brown and all the stuff. So that's like the closest pass. If you need to get to a beach, that's where you want to go. Old Market. This is like downtown, classic Omaha, lots of really old architectural things, like unique little shops, all kinds of eateries. The downtown area, it's always busy. There's all kinds of fun things to do, events. They do like Christmas things and like carriage rides and all kinds of things in fall for the kids. It's a lot of fun, and the food is, you can find tons of awesome food places. And there's an epic candy shop, which if you have kids, you may want to avoid, or you may want to make it a pit stop. And then finally, for places is Valas Pumpkin Patch. This is down in Gretna, and it is epic. As far as pumpkin patches go, I didn't understand why everybody was making like such a big deal about it until I went for the first time, which regrettably was like 3 years after we moved here, and I didn't even know about it. And we took the kids, and this is like, it's like the Disney World of pumpkin patches. So you have to go there if you're around. Usually like late August to Halloween they close, and then after Halloween you can order pies, which everybody loves to order their pies, and you pick up near like maybe a week or 2 before and up to Thanksgiving. Definitely a hack, order a pie. Okay, that moves us into the food category. Runza. This is like a fast food place, and it's like a Hot Pocket, but with like cabbage and ground beef, which when I was a kid, I was not a fan. But they have really good ice cream there, so yeah. But Runzas are like a super popular thing around here. Everybody talks about, go to Runza. Have you been to Runza? Oh my gosh, I love Runza. I'm not personally a fan, but it's definitely a local novelty. Here's 3 more. Koolaid, Spam, and Hamburger Pizza. Okay? These 3 like reside in Omaha. I mean, you can get Koolaid other places, but like this is where it started. Like this is like the home of Koolaid. And then Spam and Hamburger Pizza. Okay? This is like a thing. I don't know. It's like any pizza buffet you go to, you can find a hamburger pizza. It's just like regular pizza, but they just only put hamburger on it. It's like a Nebraska equivalent of just a pepperoni pizza. That's how common it is. Oh yeah, hamburger pizza. Oh yes, we're just gonna get a pepperoni pizza and hamburger pizza. I don't know what that's about. And then cinnamon rolls and chili. This is not one I have tried together, because it really is together. Like you take the cinnamon roll and then you just put the chili and you like eat it together. I don't know. And last but not least, we'll end on a positive note. Of course, Omaha Steaks. Yeah, make sure you check the link down below because it's local. Like, you can go to an Omaha Steaks store and buy stuff because it's in Omaha. And like, you can even, actually at the zoo, you can go and there is a restaurant that specifically serves Omaha Steaks. So if you enjoy a good steak and lots of great weather for grilling, this is the place to be. All right, and we're moving into our general terms. Here we go. 911 and Arbor Day both originated in Omaha. Did you know that? Maybe even like most Omahans might not know that. The Desert Dome, this is like the giant like bubble thing at the zoo that houses the desert. But my kids regularly refer to, can we go to the Desert Dome, the Desert Dome, the Desert Dome, the Desert Dome. So that is definitely a point of interest. And you can't miss it. When you're going down the highway, like, it's just there. Like, you can't, it's a landmark. The weather. If you're in Omaha and it's raining or it's like super windy or there's any form of weather that you're really maybe not too excited about, the expression is, you don't like the weather? Wait 15 minutes. Because it changes pretty rapidly. You can go from like, oh, it's a really nice sunny, calm day, and then it's like super windy, and then it's like, oh, look, there's like a giant thunderstorm coming, and oh, tornado sirens. Like, all in the span of a couple hours. Like, it just changes fast. So, you don't like the weather? Wait 15 minutes. Dorothy Lynch. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm not sure who this person is, but apparently she has a salad dressing named after her in Nebraska. Everybody in Nebraska loves Dorothy Lynch salad dressing. Guess you'll have to try it. Other notable names in the area, the Oracle or Wizard of Omaha, Warren Buffett. And let's not forget the college sports culture and University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Because even though we're in Omaha, it's still a regular part of the vocabulary. Huskers, GBR, Go Big Red, Herbie Husker, black shirts. Like, these are all, I'm not a sports ball person. So, but these are all like regular terms that get thrown around. So if you're not like sports inclined, maybe, you know, hand-eye coordination. Yeah, so that's all like, and all the wearing of the red on the Saturdays is a thing. Yep, you'll see it. It's kind of just disconcerting at first, but then it's like, oh, this is like fun. It's like a big community thing. So definitely something that you'll notice while you're here. Detasseling. I was like, what are we talking about? Is this like a wardrobe malfunction? What is going on here? That's like in the summer, a lot of the times teens, local farms and stuff will hire out detasseling of the corn. And so lots of people will go and just take this job. It's like just for a short span of time that the workers are needed. And it's just out in the fields, like getting out, enjoying the sun, doing something over the summer a lot of the times. A great job if you have like teenagers or people home from college or something like that. So definitely one that I was like, what are we talking about right now? The zipper merge. Okay, this is like a thing. The zipper merge. When you're driving, anybody else get road rage? Reformed New Yorker. When you are driving, if you know that the road you are on is moving from 2 lanes down to 1 lane, moving in your same direction, you do not need to move over into the lane like a mile before the merge happens. Okay, I know that so many people think, oh my gosh, I'm just going to be so considerate and polite, and I'm just going to move over now. But there's a reason, people. Like, there's like engineers that are behind all of the science of like when you should merge and when you shouldn't. And so it's very strategic. Just go to the end and keep going, and then it's like a zipper, and then you just go, and it's like magical. And then the traffic keeps moving, and people don't get stuck like a quarter mile behind a traffic light, and then you're sitting there for like 5 cycles wondering why you just can't go anywhere. And last but not least, the good life. That's Nebraska. So we hope to see you here soon. If you're looking to relocate to the area and don't have an agent yet, I'd love to sit down with you and chat about what you and your family are looking for and what you need in your move to the Omaha or Bennington area. I'm Kristi Wampler with Team Locale at Nebraska Realty.